Hi, welcome to Zephyr. I'm Samir Shah, CEO and founder of Zephyr, and I'd like to take you on a tour of our product. So first, a few quick slides to give you a background on what Zephyr is and how you can get it before we plunge into the demo. What is Zephyr? As you see, Zephyr is a next-generation test management system that brings together a whole host of applications into an integrated framework, allowing test and QA managers and leads to manage every aspect of their testing department, and providing productivity and collaboration applications for the entire testing team. It has innovative, customized testing desktops and live dashboards. It has a collaboration framework built in and is built on top of an open SOA-based architecture. The user interface is a rich internet application that runs in any web browser and is slick and highly interactive. We are bringing innovation and a freshness into a space that has been seen as boring by many, but as test engineers ourselves, we feel strongly that testers should have top-notch tools to help them run their daily lives. So what does Zephyr really have? Well, Zephyr's fully featured with over a dozen integrated applications that allow you to manage every aspect of your test department, which includes managing people, projects, releases, sprints, repositories, artifacts, defects, upward and downward communication, and collaboration amongst the distributed teams. Visibility into the activities of the team is very important, and so Zephyr features multi-level dashboards and detailed metrics, all out of the box. And it also includes a whole host of ancillary management features. So how does one get going with Zephyr? Well, it's really simple. You go to our website at www.getzephyr.com and sign up for it. You get an email with download instructions and you're off. Yes, Zephyr is a downloadable product that you install on one of your internal machines. It doesn't need any special hardware. A regular desktop with 2 gigs of RAM is good. Nor does it need any other software licenses because it comes with a complete stack. Application server, databases, everything's built right in. You need no IT support since this is a simple Windows installer, and 10 minutes later you are up and running with Zephyr. The test manager is typically the administrator of the system, and they can very quickly provide access to their team members who log into the Zephyr server via their web browsers and start using the system. All other members of the project team or the department can access the live interactive dashboards directly from their browsers without needing login access. Well, enough slides. Let's see Zephyr in action, shall we? So what we have here is a machine on which Zephyr has been installed, and the test manager is now going to access it for the first time by opening the browser and typing in the hostname / IP address or hostname or IP address /Zephyr/desktop. This launches the screen you're currently looking at. The manager logs in with their username, password, and which obviously can be changed. And here is their customized testing desktop. The top bar shows the name of the company and the department. On the left hand side we have a tool dock with a bunch of applications that are specific to the role of the person who's logged in. We have the desktop space in the middle where application windows show up and a collaboration bar at the bottom. The administration application allows the manager fine-grained control on all aspects of the system. For example, they can customize the name of the company or department and add a system name there. Let me quickly do that and show you how immediately it changes. They can change URLs, they can do a whole bunch of different things in here. They have full control on starting and stopping the server, backing up and restoring it, and checking logs. They can pick which defect tracking system to use, either the inbuilt one or the external Bugzilla one, to which we have two-way integration. And more such popular defect tracking systems will be integrated to Zephyr in the future. Then they can customize the look and feel of the entire system, switching between various skins. This allows you to change the look and feel of the entire application, and you can pick the favorite one, and that's the one that Zephyr is going to look like when you start using it and all your users start playing with it. The next application is the resource management application that allows you to add all your team members to the system. On doing so, they'll get an email with the desktop URL and their login information, allowing them to access the system. This view allows you to see all of your people and their key information at one glance. Here we have a globally distributed team of test leads and testers in 3 different locations. Next up is the project management application that allows you to pick the project, assign leads and testers to it, and appropriately load balance between your various projects. By creating a project and assigning resources to it, you're automatically creating project spaces for it, and the lead, once they log in, will now manage every aspect of that project. You as the manager, of course, can drill down to individual projects from this handy drop-down. Now let me quickly switch to another view of the system, and this is what the rest of the department or the company will see regarding the test department. And this is the department dashboard. So here I have the department dashboard open, and it shows me a high-level view of all the projects currently being run by QA, reports, news, docs, etc., and department-level metrics. As a test manager, you have complete control on all of this information and can easily turn them on/off in the department dashboard management application, which gives you the same view that everyone else is staring at. Make the changes and this is instantaneously updated in all open dashboards without having to refresh the browser. Clicking on any one of the projects will drill down into that project, and I'll show you more details about the project dashboard a little further along in this demo. The defect tracking application allows you to search, file, update, and track defect metrics. This version you're seeing is integrated to Bugzilla, but if you had picked Zephyr's inbuilt defect tracking system, you would have another application here called Defect Admin that would allow you to set up and configure defect groups, users, their permissions, the workflow, and various different projects. At the bottom is the collaboration bar that ties all your team members together, allowing them to have one-on-one conversations or project-level discussions. Messages float in and out of the bar, and you deal with them or dismiss them as you please. Here we just got a message from one of our testers, Lana, in Ukraine, based on a conversation she was having with another tester in Bangalore. And of course, they're all working off of an integrated test management system. Now let us log in as Mike Betts, one of the test leads leading Project Ironclad. Mike sees a different desktop than the one the manager saw. This one is customized to his role as a lead and provides him with applications that allow him to set up various different releases, manage his test case repository, assign tasks to his resources, set up execution schedules, track key metrics, and manage the externally facing project dashboard. And of course, he also writes test cases, executes test cases, and files defects. The key thing here is that every release or sprint created by Mike has its own contextual space where everything connected to that release resides. For example, opening up the repository setup shows the test case organization for version 1.0. Switch tabs, that is releases, and open that same app, and you're now seeing version 2.0 specific test case organizational structures. The same applies to everything else that you'll see in here. This makes it really easy for leads and testers to switch between multiple releases and saves them a lot of time and trouble as they don't have to search for information across many places. It's all contextual for them. This repository is used to manage your test cases. So you can set up various test areas according to your test plan, import other test cases, reach into the global tests area and drag and drop a whole bunch of test cases from any release of any projects since they're all resident in the system. This is a great way to reuse test cases. Something like functional tests of the previous release becoming regression tests of this release with a single drag and drop. Really, really cool. You also assign areas of test authoring to team members here. Once test case creation has been assigned to various team members, those folks, when they log into their tester desktops, will be presented with their test case creation application, and they'll be off writing test cases in them. Here's a test case that was just written by Carlos and that automatically popped up underscoring the integrated live aspect of Zephyr that pervades across the board. Once test cases are created, the lead can then visually set up execution schedules and assign test case execution to the various testers. This is done via the test case execution assignment and scheduling application. This application allows you to very quickly change plans and assignments midstream, as it's likely to happen in a typical project cycle. Once assignments are done here, for example, I'm assigning all these test cases to Carlos. Now when Carlos logs into Zephyr and opens up the test case execution application in version 1.0 of this particular project, he'll see the test cases assigned to him that he needs to run. He runs them and appropriately marks them pass or fail, or work in progress, or what have you. As soon as he does that, metrics and reports start updating automatically all over the place. This segues into our ultra cool and useful metrics application, which is like the cockpit of this release for the test lead. From here, the lead can monitor, without running any reports, queries, or messing with Excel, all the vital stats of this particular release, and all in real time. So for example, these represent some of the most important, often tracked metrics of any standard release or sprint. They come out of the box as soon as a project or a release and sprint are created, and they start filling up with data as soon as the team starts creating, executing, and filing defects. What makes them even more interesting is that they are drillable, and you can go down many levels to get a new metric, a new chart, and data table around it. So really, these are multiple charts that are stacked logically, allowing you to get a variety of views into the productivity of your team and the quality of the software under test. Not to mention the progress that's being made across the board. So here we are staring at a test case execution by user metric, and as Carlos sitting in Bangalore executes those test cases we assigned him, their status is being updated here in real time for everybody, everywhere. No more running after testers to get them to update status, collate all that information, beautify it, and email it out. It's available here all the time, real time. And as a lead, you can turn them on and off to show up in the project dashboard, just as you can control a bunch of other information that shows up in the project dashboard. The last application here is the document management application that allows you as a lead to upload or link to a release or a sprint specific document into Zephyr. This then shows up in the test case creation application for the testers, ensuring that they're always working with the latest and most relevant documents. The tester's desktop has test case creation, execution, and defect tracking applications, all contextual of course, and with a common collaboration mechanism tying them all together. What you're seeing here is the project dashboard that shows up when somebody clicks on the department dashboard and clicks on the relevant project. Now it's got various different tabs for each of the different releases. It's got the middle area that shows the schedule of what QA is going to be running, the various different cycles on a timeline. It's got news information, the team that's going to be working on the project, the various different documents that they're using. More importantly, it's got all of the project level metrics that are continuously being tracked in real time as everybody is working on that, be it execution, be it creation, with complete drilled down capabilities and live updates all throughout. So this was a high level overview of Zephyr. There are a lot more features to explore, and we invite you to visit our website at www.getzephyr.com to read more and to sign up to download Zephyr. Thanks for watching.